Well, all right. We are back. And right away, we have a bit of an issue, a mic issue for a player, but that'll be fine. It'll give me a little bit of time to talk about what we are about to witness here. This is the AMD XOR Hyderabad Valorant Cup semifinals, best of three. This is map one, obviously. Ascent is our map one, Icebox is map two, and Pearl potentially map three, which I'm really looking forward to. You don't see enough of Pearl, and I think it's a really cool map. Right. So we've got Recognize going up against Supes, and both of these teams have been pretty much on fire, on point, straight up through the tournament. They were on point through the group stages. Recognize topped the group. I think Supes came in second, and now they are here meeting each other all over again. And this is essentially the upper bracket final. Whoever wins here is gonna go and wait in the grand finals for and wait for whoever's gonna win in the lower bracket finals. Whoever loses here has another opportunity to get back here, to get back into the finals and play against the winners of the players. Game between Five Claw versus let me Cryptics. Yes, Five Claw versus Cryptics is the lower bracket finals that are happening, lower bracket semi-final that is happening, and whoever loses here is going to go and meet the winners of that game in the lower bracket finals. So that kind of makes sense to you. Great. It's simple enough. Anyway, we've got Recognize and Supes going up against each other. Recognize have a great lineup of players here. We've got Big Daddy Edgy, the captain, who is one of the best players in the league for sure. He's been on form. He's definitely been very much on form and having great banger of games. And we saw a couple of days ago, he had like a couple of 30 bombs easy and carried his team through in what would have been a very tough game against Cryptics. Chimichanga is usually the smoker, and he's been pretty efficient throughout the whole tournament. Razor has been playing Sova on Ascent, has been playing initiators on most maps, and again been one of the bigger contributors for this team as well. Devil May Cry is a player to watch out for. Plays duelists, hilarious to watch. Does not let go of that W key. Amazingly confident player, and is a treat to watch. Ustad is usually playing Sentinel roles. He's playing KJ, or sometimes he's playing Brim roles on Bind. So you might be seeing him, playing on those Molly lineups, playing on those KJ lineups, and he's been very good throughout the tournament. And part of the whole spiel with Valorant, it is ultimately a team game. Everybody has to come together and come good at some point of the time, and they've been very consistent throughout the tournament. On the other side, we've got Supes with Alec, the captain. Somehow, it has worked out in a way where I have not watched any of their games, not even once. So I personally, I can't really speak to any of their games at all, or their other performances. It's kind of weird. Amidst all these games that we've seen from these teams, somehow it's either been on the other stream or just not streaming at all, and I haven't been able to watch them play at all. But the fact that they're here and they've got really good players here, Elic, Nexus Spark, Swagak, X Without Sacks, Zach Grace, all of them consistent performers through these tournaments that we have at Gamers Guild. They've been really good. So looking forward to see how they are going to shape up on this. This is going to be a very important match. Whoever wins here is getting to the finals for sure. Is going to be at least runners-up, if not winner. So it is a very important game. It is a knockout game after all. And I'm finally going to see Supes playing up against a team probably that I've seen the most, recognize. So I recognize them the most, and Supes, I just don't know what kind of soup to expect. I like chicken soup usually, but I don't think these guys are that kind of soup. So while we wait for the mic issues to get sorted, let's take a look at their comps. We've got Chimichanga playing Omen. Pretty much every smoker is kind of viable on Ascent, depending on what you have running otherwise. Razor on Sova, very meta on Ascent. Double duelist lineup, so they've got a Reyna and a Jet, so they're definitely going to be holding down that WK a lot. You're going to see that dash in towards Switch or dash in towards Jenny from Jet a lot of times. So watch out for that. And you've got to start on KJ, so on defense, absolutely Chad on B, setting up multiple ways of just putting down those swarm grenades all over the place and putting down insane amount of damage when people push through onto your site. So and extremely useful in post plants too. So KJ is gonna be very crucial, and it seems like KJ is kind of becoming meta in overall on in pro tournaments and even in ranked. Now that Chamber is out, KJ seems to be getting picked massively everywhere. So good to see that KJ is a very interesting util kit and has very interesting lurking capabilities. It works out differently than a Chamber lurk would. On the other side, on Supes, we have Alec playing Jet. Zagreus is playing KO. I've seen Zagreus play a lot of controller roles before, so curious to see how he does on a KO. But KO is very good on Ascent. I personally prefer playing KO. I do play Initiators personally a lot more than other agents, but KO absolutely banger on Ascent. The flash is so good, so good. Just bounce it off of things, and the left click flash is now buffed, so that's very good to watch out for. X without sacks on a Brim, very good on this map. We've seen this before from him. Swagak on a KJ can be very dangerous. Nexus Spark on Sova. I'm looking forward to how that is gonna go. Right, we are ready to get in. Alec is already walking in on the way here. Dashes in. Razor has managed to pick up one kill. Will he be able to get another? Well, he gets Nexus Spark as well. Trades out his teammate Chimichanga. X has managed to get the plant down quickly. He's gonna get pushed. He has managed. Oh, Razor is absolutely on point. Alec does trade him out, but damn, Devil May Cry has taken out Ustad in the meantime, and so clean. Ooh, gets that shot off perfectly on his head. First round goes to Recognize.
Was that important? I still can't get over that owl, Silva. It's too cute. Why is it so cute?
Is it just me, or is my Valorant just louder today? I think it is not just me, it is a little louder today. Anyway, that was a very good first round for them on the retake there. And not just the retake, to be fair, Razor did really well to actually get those 2 kills before he got picked off. I think he got 3 kills. He did get 3 kills. That's a massive, massive round for Razor to start things off immediately. Info given away. Shock Dart is gonna land on Alec, takes the full brunt of it, down to 61 HP. It's not gonna get any contact, tries to dash away. It's a fake dash, it seems, and Swagak holding these very long angles. Well, this is gonna be a bloodbath here. Chimichanga would consider himself unlucky there. He would have had quite a few frags if not for being caught on a reload while his teammates took everything out. Oh. And Edgy will get another as Chimichanga lurked up B main. And that's a 3k for Edgy. 2-0. Clean, flawless anti-eco for them. Right, gun round for Supes and opportunity to get on the board and get back into the lead. But there is something interesting to look at here. There is an op on Devil May Cry. It's gonna get droned out, so he's gonna push back. Do they take the hint? Do they take the hint that he fought with a ghost? I think they are just gonna push around towards short here. Flash goes in. They've picked up one of those. They managed to find the other swarm grenade as well. Devil May Cry. Ooh, Jiggle peeks. So close, but he is gonna get caught on the re-peek. That leaves X without sack stuck out here. And Swagog stuck out here. And not a lot that either of them can do. He's gonna try and peek this, gets one, but he's gonna get peeked by multiple people looking at his face. Devil May Cry picks up 3 kills there. So when I said do they take the hint, it's what I was alluding to was that Devil May Cry he shot down the drone with the ghost. So, and considering he did not buy a gun last time around, I don't think they faced up against him at all, maybe. So the fact that he did not buy anything last time around, he would have been saving for an op. So do they challenge the op or do they go the other way? They chose to challenge the same site. I don't know if they read the op though. But well played by Devil May Cry, and backing off on the drone, the right choice. Absolutely the right choice, and not giving away the op immediately. Very high up on mid, staring on high mid. Well, they are gonna get contact from Swagak here. Ustad manages to pick up 1 kill on main, on A. Might be able to get another. Well, he's gonna get mollied out by X without sacks. Drone comes out, so does the paranoia. There are a lot of fights going down here. There's one guy who tries to walk up A main, and doesn't really work out well for him. Alec has managed to pick up a kill here on mid. It's gonna get taken out by Chimichanga. So does X without sacks. Chimichanga closing the round out clean. 1 HP remaining. Not as clean as I would have liked it, but good enough. 4-0. So many of these matches have started off with like a 4-0 start for one team, and it is a great start to get. And at this point, you would be thinking, you know what, just let's keep the momentum going. Let's get as many rounds, but realistically, as a coach, I would be thinking, you know what, they've done half the job, and now what they need to do is just hold on and get a couple more gigs and all. Alec manages to get through and get a kill on main, and now has managed to get inside side. The spam is perfect from Alec. Wow. Unbelievable. The spam was absolutely on point. Great sense of audio, I would say. I guess just read it perfectly and shot it down. Well, Devil May Cry changes guns. Not enough ammo in the gun though. Well, gets one. It's a 1v3. They're all pretty much on point. One guy's playing on a molly lineup. And well, that's their first round on the board. They'll be pretty happy with that. The molly lineup also goes through successfully. X just going to make sure that, you know, is it on point? Is it correct? Checks it at the end and should be happy that the lineup is on point. They get the round on the board as well. Those late brim molly lineups are so useful because once they've landed, and if it's not half, you're pretty much not diffusing it at all if you time it right. So it's very, very important to time it right. Immediately, oh, takes a lot of damage getting out of that. Gets a shot off, but takes a lot of damage getting out of there.
I can't use that.
Nah, he's gonna get squeezed here. Ooh, it doesn't land perfectly. Won't be great. Happy with that, Zagreus, but swings around. Gets that kill. Ustad a little circumspect in taking those shots. Should have had Zagreus down at least on his knees, but gets taken out. X mollies off this position. Is gonna get another shot off Zagreus. Let's go. 3 kills as KO calls it out. And they don't know what edgy is. They have They are going for a save now and waiting for exit picks. Edgy might be able to catch this here. Oh, swapping out. Guns peeking incorrectly. Zagreus pays for his mistakes, gets taken out. Now, they can quietly just save this. Well, yeah. So I think Chimichanga has just learned something today. You don't stand there when you're trying to save from a spike. I think we all learned something today. I didn't know that either. Well, well. Now I know where not to save my gun. Right. So, round 2 on the board for them. They should be pretty happy. Economy now looking good. Still a lot of money on them. The other team is gonna push through here. Zagreus gets Devil May Cry, so they're not gonna watch anything. Chimichanga takes damage from this. Ustad gets taken out as well. No armor to save them either. Well, Chimichanga has been reconned out here, and there is literally no opportunity for him to do much else. Edgy has it on for a head, but X without sacks tucks under his bullets, takes him out. Almost gets the plants down as well, but they have pretty decent amount of money right now. A couple of players maxing out, in fact. One of them needs to drop it to Zagreus. Yeah, X actually should be dropping a gun to Zagreus right now. These are like very tiny things that, you know, if you can keep an eye on these things, the amount of it might be the difference between a save and a gun round down the line. Updrafts up immediately, and nobody peeking main this time around. Devil May Cry holding an op from a very interesting angle. This is actually one of those angles which is definitely gonna net you one kill. Flash is too far. Doesn't get flash, gets the kill. And changes position. That position is actually very good. A lot of chambers love to run that position as well. It's a great position to hold, and pretty good. And you'd be very successful mostly. At least you will get that first kill for sure. And then you can play off of it. It's completely left alone there. Alec squeezed out, and Razor takes out his opponent. Sova Nexus Spark quite comfortably. 5-3 now. So 4 rounds in a row went to Recognize, 3 went to Supes, and another one taken back by Recognize right now. Supes are kind of doing this in a very straightforward 5-man execute way with a back, you know, with this KJ setting up for a flank, but maybe they need to kind of do a little default play. KJ playing B, and maybe so the default play is kind of difficult with the lineup that they have. Sova and Jet would have to pair up, and Brim and KO maybe would have to pair up on A main. But they probably need to kind of figure out a change of pace for their game, because they're kind of doing this rushy play, this straight up 5-man execute play. Maybe a little bit of defaulting can work. The problem with defaulting in a mixed lineup where there are people with varying levels of skill can be that, you know, it's very easy for the lower skilled player to, you know, get matched up against a higher skilled player in those defaults and get picked off very easily. But it's a gamble that you can take because both teams are kind of mixed lineup, right? So it might go in your favor as well. And considering the other team has 2 duelists, they want to do retakes really fast. They want to take these fights really fast a lot of times. So you can try and force the pace. You change up the pace a little bit, force them to make a little bit of mistakes, try and get some unforced errors out. Maybe. It seems like they are kind of doing like a 3-2 default here with the KJ staring at B main, Alex staring down towards mid courtyard. Not really too much control. Edgy looking at a cubby from what I like to call bottom mid bench, I guess. There is a bench here. There's also a cycle there. So are they hoping that somebody's gonna peek mid or B main? Ustad is set up on B this time around, so he's not budging from his position. The turret is gonna spot this. Perfectly placed, and they are committing to this. While Nexus Spark still holds on to his position there. Instant rotation from Omen. Oh, he holds it down. Oh my goodness, that is incredibly well played from Razor. Takes out the trade as well. No one to trade him back either. So now it's a 4v2. The guy's rotating around from A. Couldn't even make it to site, and now, well, Edgy has no fear. Just runs through. Yes, that kill as well. Why not? And that's 6-3. The idea was so on point with the Omen ult. Definitely caught them off guard. Absolutely the right play. Chimichanga read it perfectly. It was a B commit from them once they put up the switch. They showed their hand on A main, and then they tried to walk into B. But if you haven't spotted out the KJ, you can't really do that because the KJ is gonna anchor no matter what. There is no reason for a KJ to rotate. Or rotate early, let's say. Full A commit this time around. The KJ comes out. Flash comes in, but the Flash is gonna miss him. And he gets one kill. Gets taken out by Elik on the other side, who has an AWP of his own. And Edgy sprays through the smoke and gets those 2 kills. That is incredible. It's taken out by Elik through the smoke, but Razor trace that out, and that is round number 7 on the board for them. Beautifully done. 7-3. That is this is a great half for them already. If Supes can manage to get it up to 5 though, 7-5 is not bad at all. I've seen a lot of 7-5s though. And somehow a lot of these games that I've been casting have been going to 7-5. That's very strange. Ooh, does not spot Devil May Cry, who dashes back after taking that pot shot. Doesn't land it on anyone. Can leave. Drone coming in. Oh. Enemy was marked. Devil May Cry gets that kill. Falls away. These spams through smoke are landing. So many of them are landing. Players are getting their sense of timing perfect, which is so important. Nexus Spark is trying to find someone, peeking out here. But Ustad's turret is set up perfectly to watch mid. This is very well set up by Ustad. Edgy, in fact, is gonna play inside B, boathouse, and use the mollies on the lane for the alarm bot on the molly for his favor. Well, X without Sack has managed to get 1 kill, but it's been taken down by Razor. Took so much damage there. Alec walks up, manages to get something, but starts swinging around there. The white peak was a bit too much for Alec to deal with, and takes us to 8-3. Last round before the swap. Supes really need this round. Supes really need this round.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing alarm bot. Placing swarm grenade.
Full E committing towards mid this time around. There's a turret in mid. Gets taken out. Now they know. Molly's out on deep mid with the with the smoke coming out as well. Zagreus doesn't spot this, gets taken out, gets two. Ustad gets traded eventually, but that is an amazing work done there by Ustad, who played off his turret's info, held that close angle, got 2 kills as a reward. So much of this game is about timing and positioning. Being in the right place at the right time is gonna get you more kills than just incredible flicky aim. Incredible flicky aim is probably gonna get you kills, but the right place at the right time is always gonna get you kills, even if you don't have a great flicky aim. Just being able to hold your gun and just, you know, hold it on head height is gonna be good enough. Sweghak though flicks up and gets that kill. That is very well done. Runs away from well, had to run away from Razor's ult and ran straight into Chimikanga's flash and then bullets. Right, 9-3. That's gonna be very difficult to make a comeback from. This is a fantastic start of this series for Recognize, who have taken a 9-3 lead. And let's take a look at the scoreboard now. Heavy contributions coming out from Big Daddy Edgy yet again. 16-5, 16 and a half. No, I'm not saying 16 and a half. 16 in a half is great. That's incredible. And 12 kills on Devil May Cry, which is also great. Great performance from him. Razor has been looking really good. Chimichanga has been on point. Absolutely on point. And so has been Ustad. I mean, they've barely dropped a sweat here. And they made their way to 9-3. Two people holding from lane. It's gonna be very interesting the way they've set this up. Devil May Cry is gonna get traded if he chooses to push through. There is a turret. The turret is gonna spot this and gonna put down a lot of damage. The KJ turret is so strong in these rounds. Alec gets the first kill, gets taken out by Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry gets Sweghak as well. Takes a turret, takes Alec, takes Sweghak too. Damn. That is great work from him. Zagreus literally drops on his head, takes him out, and leaves Ustad alone on site. And that's a successful, very successful retake for them. It was pretty clean at the end. Pistol round on the second half goes to Supes. This is exactly the start that they needed. It's a long journey back, but you know, one round at a time. You get the pistol round, you almost confirm the second one if the other team chooses to save. And in all likelihood, that seems to be what they're gonna go for. There is a Marshall on Devil May Cry, but it's classics otherwise. So if they could get up to, they get another round here, what they need then is a bonus. And you know, that's how you build your comeback. A Sheriff on IG as well. So they're not fully saving this. They are gonna try and get some fights and get some kills. The drone tags Devil May Cry, but there is no real danger behind it. Curse, maybe a little too early to call it. I don't really believe in curses. I think it's just confirmation bias. Confirmation bias works on the principle that, you know, if something doesn't happen, then you're like, it doesn't happen because, you know, it's just difficult. But if something does happen, then you're like, oh, that confirms my belief here. So I think it's just confirmation bias with the 9-3 curse. Every time it never, you know, it fails, people are like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But then every time it happens, people are like, oh, damn, that's the 9-3 curse. Comebacks happen on 10-2 as well. Comebacks happen on 8-4. I think 8-4 is probably, you'll probably see more comebacks from 8-4 than 9-3. But yeah, this is
30 seconds left.
This is actually pretty good from them. They managed to pick up a kill, and there will be contact. Zagreus gets that. Is gonna get contact on A main. Does he? If he chooses to peek, he gets info. He doesn't. Did he spot him coming through? He did spot him coming through, and Book swings around, checks left, Left out of bullets, gets taken out by Devil May Cry, but are they gonna push this? The plant does go down though. And Racer, well, gets the first shot off and dings Nexus Spark on the face, but 3 people left standing. Not a bad eco round for Recognize, but you know, 5th round on the board, they'll take everything. They'll take everything right now and get some momentum going for this. 2 people going down would means that they might either play on a bonus or they choose to buy a gun. Zagreus has bought a gun. X has bought an AWP as well, so well, they are gonna go for a couple of guns, it seems. Or not. It's just a hero gun. Oh no, there's a Phantom. So there are 2 guns that they have picked up, and they're gonna try and hold those guns safer. I think forcing a couple of guns on a bonus is better on attack than on defense. On attack here, it's easier to trade out your teammates, because if you can choose to just play 5-man together, right? And it's easier to keep this gun safe. Why is he looking the other way? Nexus Spark sounds so much damage, and then Devil May Cry gets the second kill as well. Some grenades are gonna miss everything, and that's a 3v5 retake with inferior guns. They managed to pick up 1 Vandal. They have the other Phantom. They might as well just save this. I mean, they could try and go for exit picks, but I think the right choice would be to just save this. Chimichanga was always winning that fight.
One enemy remaining.
Razor gets another, and Chimichanga is gonna push this. Yeah, he has full incentive to completely push this. X without stacks is gonna get taken out, run away, and yeah, I genuinely think they should have just gone for a save in that situation, and get them to hunt you down. You can get exit picks easier that way, instead of trying to hold heaven and trying to get back into sight to get a couple of kills in a situation where the retake is probably not on, with your initiator going down first. The only initiator, no, they have 2 initiators, but I think both of them went down. Yeah, so they were really not gonna come back into that round, so maybe a missed opportunity to save the gun. And this round they have a bit of a scuffed by, couple of Spectres still, so should have saved the guns. They had 2 people committing. Nexus Spark gets taken out by Devil May Cry. No fear on this man. Razor takes out 1, and it's again a 3v5 situation even before they have a sight. Elik gets a kill, but they have committed to A. X is sitting in this corner. It's gonna spammed to oblivion by 3 players. I like that change. KO calling it out. 2 suppressed. Number of people he suppresses. I think it just saves your comm of telling your teammates how many people are suppressed, or looking at that visual cue as well. He's gonna peek right, isn't he? He's gonna peek right.
Player standing.
Right at the moment where he gets peeked from the left. And Supes might be able to pick up a kill. Oh, he misses his shot and he's gonna get taken out. Gets one on the way down, but that was not really the greatest position to try and save an op either. Should have just, again, 2v5. The moment it's 2v5, you are not getting that retake unless you're both initiators. And that too, it's very contextual. Ascent is a decent map to play retake, but not 2v5. Maybe Bind you can do 2v5 with like a Fate Sky combination, with a Fate Sova combination, a Sova Sky, whatever, a couple of initiators. But it's in a 2v5, you need 2 initiators or an initiator controller for it to work out. I would just just always think 2v5 instant choice is to go save because it's not. Oof! What a shot from Chimichanga on Elik. Starts off this round. Elik went for knives and rightly decided to push out, but there's nobody to trade behind him. Well, the spam is perfect from Edgy and Devil May Cry. Nexus Spark gets one. Perfect shots from Sheriff. Gets one kill. Will be able to get another here potentially. Has to fall back.
Spike planted.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
That is clean from Nexus Spark, and again has an opportunity to save a gun. 16 HP. He's not gonna do too much damage here, is he?
Last player
Should just save the gun. He is gonna go for that fight. Gets taken out. Chimichanga gets 3 kills. Adds more money to that table. And takes them to 12-5. It's in the blink of an eye now, it's just gotten away from them. Then that's the problem with the 9-3 first half. There's no room for mistakes. You can't make any mistakes. You can't really have too many opportunities to save on a round. And match point comfortably ahead. Prim with an Odin, not the Sova. Nexus Spark gets his aim on target and gets that kill. Hasn't had the best of games. I mean, he usually performs massively. Does land it on Razor. Brought him down to a very low HP. Holding for a push from mid. Razor is gonna continue to push from mid. Is gonna walk into the crosshairs. Oh, gets a free kill there. But Zagreus is gonna come back around from shot and get that final kill. Team Ace. Well, that's one on the board. 12-6.
Scanning ahead.
Goes for tiles. Gets nothing there. Knows that they might be sitting on mid top. Turret has been taken out. That is actually great value. Gets the first kill as well. Doesn't land the second shot. Tries to smoke out, but Devil May Cry gets his target on point. Zagreus gets one. Checking left, just ensuring that they haven't pushed through. The KO ult, so difficult to deal with. It just shuts your player down for a good 16 seconds, man. It's just so annoying. And 3v4, it's a good man advantage to have.
You should run.
Well, the lockdown is committed towards A, but it seems like they are going towards B. So smartly played by Edgy, knew that they would have to push out from that KJ lockdown. Gets a free kill on Zagreus. The alarm bot is gonna spot this out. X without sacks is just gonna hold this angle with an Odin.
10 seconds.
Great opportunity. The spam is off target and he's punished. Might as well have just gone for Edgy sitting on lane. Chose to go for the planter. Gets taken out and now it leaves Swagak alone. Well, and just like that, that's like just how kind of Soup's game went in a nutshell. Small mistakes here and there, and they were punished for it pretty heavily by a recognized team which is looking hot. They've come in hot. They don't need to warm up at all. Um, Big Daddy Edgy with 21 kills, Devil May Cry with 20, fragging out heavily already. They're looking really good and really on point. 13-6 to start off this first map, and they'd be pretty happy with the start. And with that, I guess we'll just go for a little break, and we'll come back with Icebox. It's map number 2 between Recognize and Supes. Looking forward to what Supes have in response for this, and hope to see you there. See you soon. And we're back. We are back with another one for you. Map number 2 of this upper bracket finals, semi-finals between Recognize and Supes. Recognize took map 1 quite convincingly, must say. 9-3 on the first half, 13-6 to close it out. Edgy and both Edgy and Devil May Cry playing duelists, both fragging out pretty heavily, 21 and 20 kills each. I would say kind of the MVP would probably be shared between them. Chimichanga probably also was very crucial in a lot of rounds. Did not frag out very heavily, but was contributing pretty much every round. Everyone coming to the party. Ustad had a couple of really cool rounds as well. Lots to play for Supes. They need to get this started. Ustad setting up his molly, trying to lob it up onto that tiny ledge there. Yeah, the lineup is not on point, it seems, so he's just gonna go for a very standard molly setup here. And right, Icebox, not my favorite map, but Supes would want this to be a map that they favor, the map that works for them. And let's take a look at the lineups here. Elik on Reyna, double duelist from them as well. Nexus Park playing Raze, Zagreus on Sova, not Nexus Park, which is interesting. Swagark on KJ, X without Sax playing Viper, controller player, absolutely on point. Chimichanga is playing Viper on the other side. We've seen him playing Viper as well on this map, pretty good on a Viper. Razor playing Sova, Ustad playing KJ. Big Daddy Edgy playing Jet this time because Devil May Cry has switched over to a Raze. So double duelist from both teams. Double duelist and pretty much the same controller, initiator, sentinel combination. So the only difference there being the Jet on the Reyna. And Alec would want to be a difference in this game, needs to come good for his team. And this is a very, very important opportunity and a big moment. First round, always important, every map, to have a good start. Immediately committing for a B play here. Lots of sound cues given away. Running in quick. Checks top, checks left, checks right. Takes yellow. They are playing this extremely passive on B. Moombot goes in. No Sage on either side, mind you. You rarely see a game on Icebox without a Sage on either side. Razor gets a kill with a Shock Dart on his opposite Sova. And you see what my point is with the Sage not being there? How do you get a plant down? Without the wall in play, it's just very difficult to get a plant down on B. Finally get the plant down, 4v4, take a lot of damage there. It's a lot of damage traded. Gets taken out, Razor gets one. Ustad is gonna take out the turret. And Ustad pushes out, gets another there. 2v4. Molly comes out, so that's gonna push them back. Sprays down on Stair. It's gonna get taken out by Edgy coming out of yellow, and the successful defuse is on point. Round 1 goes to Recognize yet again. That was a good opportunity for Supes there. They had more health. All they needed to do was just play it slightly more passively instead of taking a lot of those fights on yellow. 2 people dying on yellow. People hadn't even pushed through from Snowman properly inside towards site. Not the greatest of post plants. Just play it passive. Once you've got the plant down, just let your Viper do her magic and, you know, stay safe. Right. Again, committing hard towards B. They have forced a buy this round. They've got 4 Spectres and a Sheriff on AG. Sorry. 4 Spectres and a Stinger. There's a Sheriff on AG on the other side. Devil May Cry gets that first kill. Moombot comes out as well. See, again, committing so hard for a B play without a Sage is gonna be so hard to get a plant down quick. You have to get picks before you plant this. There are mollies there. There's so much utility to get through. Nexus Spark is pushing up the high here. It's gonna run into one. Might be able to get another. Does get another. Turret is gonna be so crucial. Razor is stuck at Snowman. IG has such a good opportunity here. Timing saves Swegak there. Razor gets next to Spark but gets traded by Zagreus. The plant finally going down. All of this before even a single... Like, the plant wasn't even attempted. IG picks up a Spectre. They gave him solo fights. This is gonna be so difficult for them. He might be able to pull this off. So little health on Zagreus and they gave him solo fights. Oh no.
Clutch. You guys suck.
Well, Jet, calm down. But also, that was a very critical mistake there. 2v1, one of you is so low. You should not be so far apart from each other that you cannot trade each other. Oh my god. Both of them were looking back towards Snowman and mid. Yeah, they were literally caught out there by Edgy, who played this extremely calmly. Picked up Spectre. It's very calm. Did not make a sound. Waited to see if there was anybody else around, walking around Swegak, and there was no one. The alarm bot gets taken out immediately. Songren is gonna push this back. Swegak gets taken out. And that was a forced buy from them. They needed that round badly. He's not gonna get anything here, is he? Gets one.
Player standing.
Gets eventually spammed out and X without sacks. He's gonna try and stay alive, but he's not been able to get the plant down either. I'm not sure why they're committing so hard for B plays without a Sage. I know you can probably play Icebox entirely without Sage, but the design of this map is such that you cannot commit to it, do a 5-man rush to it and try and get a plant down quickly. The objective of a 5-man rush is that you overwhelm the opponent and get a couple of kills and get the plant down, but with the way this map is designed, the defenders have no reason to take fights at all. They can just sit back, and that's the information that Recognize is given away to Supes. So now, after 3 rounds, this is what they know. They know that Recognize is taking this passively. They're not pushing up too high. They're not taking aggressive fights. So they need to be patient with this. They need to try and get them out of their comfort zone. Get them to push up slightly higher. Again, committing super aggressively on B. Just running in quickly. Gets on top. Once again, not committing to a fight at all. The lockdown is also going to push them back again. Ustad takes that one person down, gets another kill there. Absolutely on point. Devil May Cry gets another. The tension is on, but it's not going to do anything.
One enemy remaining.
This is a reverse lockdown in play, and there's so many people around him. He's absolutely no danger. And yeah, that's another round that goes a begging for Supes, who are committing to this B rush play, and they're just playing into Recognize's hands. Team Recognize have recognized what Supes are going for perfectly. They're just taking this passively. They're just letting them take side. They don't have a Sage, and that is so crucial, and you can see how that is playing out. They don't have a Sage. They want to rush this. They can rush this. We can play this on a retake comfortably. There's no slow orbs getting in our way on a retake. There's no wall getting in our way on a retake. They're unable to get the plant down either. Even if they do get side, they're not really able to get the plant down. So the correct response finally coming out from Supes, who have gone for a default. Elec chooses to push through. Should be able to get the kill. No, Devil May Cry wins that. Well, Swegak has managed to pick up a couple of kills. The only person with the Vandal has been taken out there. They have a couple of guns, a Guardian and a Phantom, but 3v3, very little health remaining on Swegak. He can't really get away from this position as well. He should put a turret down and just move Just go up tubes. Commit to tubes. Can't take this fight. Commit to tubes. Holding close. Somehow, he's been alive. How is he alive? Swekak gets taken out by Ustad's turret. Oh no!
30 seconds left.
That's a free kill for X without sacks to pick up. He is trying to try and bait out the ult, and it does get baited. Devil May Cry lands it perfectly in the right spot. Gets that kill. 5-0 to recognize. This is looking ominous for Supes. Okay, to address the question in chat, when is AJ gonna play? Okay, can you help me out and tell me which team AJ is in? Because there's another match going on the parallel stream between 5claw versus Cryptix. I think he's in 5claw, is he? So, you can go, check that out as well if it is live. Fire in the hole, and Nexus Spark should get one kill. Oh, dashes away, gets away from the damage, somehow lives to tell the tale. 5-man retake available, but Elik is fragging out hard, gets a third kill of the round there, sprays it down. Finally, should be another of the first round on the board for them. Devil May Cry gets the first kill to start off this retake. They've got a lot of money there, so Edgy is probably gonna go for exit picks here. He's got an op. He's going for a save. Yep. Nexus Spark gets that kill. He was never red. And Edgy is gonna go for exit picks here. Alright, so he's in Spartans. I think Spartans have been eliminated. They got eliminated yesterday, I believe. They had a game against Supes. Not sure. There should be an update of the brackets at some point, and once that is in, I will share that information with you, if possible, visually at some point. Edgy starts things off again for his team, gets the first kill of the round, and it's a great start of the round for them. Spots out the raise. Still peeking that off. That's very dangerous. Razor gets one. X without sacks gets it another, but this is not going well for them. X is left alone. It's gonna get pushed and killed. Right. This is not looking great for Supes. I think this was the first time they committed for a full A play and it did not work out. What worked for them in the last round, they need to remember what worked for them in the last round was that they split around, they played a default and they picked off kills all across the map. Look at the numbers that Recognize have been putting up, and everybody's in the game. Edgy has died only once. The only round that they've lost, probably. So that is remarkable from Edge. Swagag on the lurk on A, while everybody else pushes up B. Immediately goes in with the judge, but gets taken out. No scope by Edgy. Oh no, this is falling apart, and they choose to fall back on the defender lockdown.
Deploying drone.
Drones out mid. Should be able to cross successfully. Spots out the turret and the Opper. He's not going to be able to cross. He tries to walk across, and that was always going the defender's way. Chimichanga has now ulted as well, takes out his opponent Viper, turns off his ult, gets a kill. Smartly played. Alec was using the ult for his benefit, but gets taken out by Chimichanga at the end. Smartly played, gets 3 rounds. Has 3 kills in that round, by the way, Chimichanga. And yeah, they're all contributing heavily. 7-1. This is getting away from Supes really quickly. They need to find a way back in the game. But it's not gonna be this round, is it? They don't have enough money. Couple of Spectres, 2 Sheriffs, and a Judge. Not sure about that choice. But yeah, that's what happens when there is such a big deficit and you're getting desperate for rounds. One has left a spike behind as well. It's just all falling apart for Supes. Take a lot of damage going in as well. 3 people staring him down. The Judge is gonna get 1, but Usta trades his teammate. Doesn't take a lot of damage either. It's all this util to back him up. He gets 1 more. Zagreus gets him, but that just means that last player standing, Swegak coming in late. That's just a Sheriff in hand. A lot of guns around, so, you know, can pick something up, but they would be staring. They are not staring this down. They're hunting him down, but Swegak is all the way back in B, which is where they're gonna rotate back around to. Who spots him first? Swegak gets a free kill there. Oh, he gets information from both sides. And is he gonna be able to get the plant down? Oh, he's gonna get pushed. There's no time, and he's gonna get taken out. That's it's also one other problem with this map, right? It's very hard to find a safe spot to plant, really. Maybe you can sit underneath nest and plant. It's a pretty open site, essentially, so that's why you see Sage everywhere. That's why you see a Sage on every team. Which is also why I don't like this map, because it's just a very limited map and it forces you into playing agents which you might not be able to do variations upon. Anyway, they're going for another default sort of a play. Couple of people going A, 3 people going mid. It's a 1-3-1. Going early for that mid control, putting pressure on Kitchen and Tubes. Pushing behind his boom bot. The boom bot is just gonna bounce off really close by. Not gonna spot anything deep. But they have a lot of control here, but Ustad, no fear! Absolutely no fear. Peeks out, gets Nexus Bar, gets traded though. Wow. That was a wild peek. Zagreus has managed to push up into A through mid, but gets taken out. Edgy pushes the orb. Plant doesn't go down. X tried to put the plant down, but he has to push back. Oh, Chimichanga checking pipes, gets taken out, and 2v2. That is a kill given away by Alec, trying to peek Rafters, and Edgy somehow gets those 2 kills without having the gun out and scoped already. Yeah, it's nothing seems to be going Team Supes' way. The default play also not working out for them this time around. It's 9-1 and they're so far behind. They really need these 2 rounds to try and make something of this. It's gonna be difficult nevertheless, but they've got to try and make something of this. Take some momentum into the next half. Quickly into A. The recon, Bolt, is also proving difficult to take out now. Just the way the game has gone for them, it's just nothing's been working out. And with a Bucky and a Sheriff in hand, gonna try and satchel into sight and gets taken out by so many people staring him down. 3 people waiting in sight already, 4 of them, while Devil May Cry is flanking around. The flank might just not be needed. In spite of the lockdown, Ustad gets another. He might be able to get a 3rd kill here. The turret should hear the turret here on behind him.
One enemy remaining.
It's a 3rd. Knows exactly where Swagak is, but doesn't really need to do much else about it. Devil May Cry chooses to yeet himself in, get that kill.
Last round in the half.
10-1. What a dominating display from Recognize here. It's not just the fact that whatever Supes have tried has failed. They have made a few mistakes here and there, but on top of that, Recognize is just having a very clean game. They're not making too many mistakes themselves. They're playing this very smartly. They're not trying anything flashy, anything fancy. Just playing it pretty regular, and they're just winning every fight. Aggressive position here on B, and they choose to play passively on A, which is again the right choice. Recon Bolt is gonna miss all of them. The drone is gonna spot him out, however, and he has to push back. Gets sprayed out by 3 players looking down. Nexus Spark has an opportunity, but his ult... Oh, his satchel is not on point. Gets slowed. It's gonna get a kill, but gets traded out. It's been one of those days. Gets 2 more kills. This should be it. Devil May Cry is left alone. Gets 1. 9 bullets left. 3 people to kill. 8. Chooses to reload finally. Gets 1 more. Ooh. Still hasn't given away his position. Zagreus is sticking it very smartly, just staying close, not giving away his position. He can. Oh! Gave it away at the end, and now X without sacks is gonna go for the molly, and the spray gets him. Well, at least they have 2 on the board. Not great, but they have something, at least at the end. Recognized would be... they'd be thrilled with this. 15-6 for Devil May Cry, 15-7 for Ustad, who, mind you, is a low-ranked player, usually is, towards the bottom of the scorecards, but has had an amazing game, has been incredibly efficient, taking those fights perfectly, timing every peak, and has had a brilliant game today. 15-7, and those mollies setups on B have just prevented them from getting those plants down. Not having that Sage going up against Ustad's KJ on B punished them so hard in the first quarter of this game, first half of the first half, that, the scorecard completely reflects where they are right now. And everyone's been fragging out pretty heavily. Edgy has died only 4 times. That is amazing. And they've gone for a very funky play here. They've gone for tubes. First round, Zagreus gets the first kill, should get another, gets 2. Does put down a little bit more damage on Chimichanga as well before he gets taken out. Who gets taken out by Elik? Taken out by Devil May Cry instead. And, doesn't hear Razor coming through right behind him, X. And what should have been their round could potentially go the other way. Razor spots out. The recon is on point as well. The nade falls inside the boxes there. That's kind of weird. Spots out 1, but they don't know where. Ooh, Nexus Spark takes out Devil May Cry, and that leaves Razor alone. The plant is not for him. He can't get this. Oh, Swagak gets off the plant just in time. Gets off the defuse. That was really close. They get the first round though. They made it far too uncomfortable for themselves, though. In spite of Zagreus getting 2 kills to start things off, in spite of all those kills, they made it really hard for themselves. And now,
Placing alarm bot.
there is no reason for them to force, but they have sheriffs on everyone and 2 marshals.
Lethal force authorized.
Couple of marshals can be very dangerous in these long fights, especially when the players have been feeling themselves.
Grenade.
There.
Swagog playing the perfect KJ role there, just sitting back very patiently. Given a lot of info away on A and force these rotations. X is alone on B, but there is no sign that they are gonna fake this and go towards B. They might have to though.
Shotgun.
Shock Dart is gonna land towards rafters. Doesn't do much damage. Nexus Spark is sitting pretty inside there. Holding on that molly. Just waiting patiently. Edgy, taking a lot of damage, has come back all the
30
way
seconds
around
left.
towards spawn. It's gonna try and go for a couple of frags here. Try and catch someone rotating from mid and trying to flank. Unaware. They might not see anybody come through. Nexus Spark does well there. Should be able to get another. Oh, he's gonna get spammed out. He does get spammed out by Chimichanga's classic at the end. But it's gonna be too much damage coming through. And they go for the defuse immediately. Oh, caught shopping. Zagreus gets killed while Swagag lives to tell the tale. The guy behind Swagag got killed, man. That was cute. Right. They get the second round on the board as well. Recognize is not making it easy for them, even on these eco rounds. They're not making it easy for them at all. Quickly in towards A, there's a judge and 4 vandals. The Raze has the judge, which is, I guess, pretty fair. Especially on attack. Goes in with the judge, gets that first kill. Unbelievable work, picks up the vandal as well. They are right next to each other. Swagog should get this kill, while Zagreus has managed to pick up a couple of kills. Razor gets them both. Ustad needs to come back around to help his teammate out really quickly. Are they gonna run away? They are gonna go away.
Player standing.
Well, that's a fake rotation, successfully sold, and managed to eke out a push from Elik, which means that Razor has put the plant down. 2v1. X to try and pull this off. Oh, he doesn't miss. He doesn't land his shots, and well, Razor gets 4. What a play! Traded out his teammates inside, fell back, sold a fake rotation, came back, got the reward, held for a push, got the reward, planted the bomb, took out the last person remaining in the round. That was a round and a half from Razor to take them to 11-4. Like I said, everyone in that team is contributing at some level or the other. Look at the frags. Look at the deaths that they have. They don't even have a lot of deaths on them. Everyone's been in the game at some level or another. At least 3 out of those 10 kills might be on shock dots for Razor. Don't quote me on that though. I don't have the exact stats on my head. Valorant hasn't yet activated the brain chip API, so I don't really have that information coming through. Wow, edgy, absolutely perfectly placed on his head as well, puts him down to 18. The Spectre against the Phantom. That's just crazy work there. Nade is gonna miss. Oh, it's gonna take him out eventually. See the B play. It's so difficult to put the plant down here. Just don't go this side. You can't commit to this site without a Sage. And I think Recognize would have realized the problem themselves this round. They just can't get the plant down.
30 seconds left.
Toxin screen down.
Last player standing.
Go! Commits the ult, but lives to tell the tale. Chimichanga gets the second kill too. Planting outside his ult. Gets taken out. Ah! That was interesting. Chimichanga. Fifth round on the board then. So 11-5. They still somewhat in the game. They should force a save round for Recognize, and Supes have an opportunity to take this to 6, and then, you know, just build up the comeback from there. Is there a comeback possible here? It's so far back. That would be miraculous if they are able to make a comeback from this. Ooh, puts down a lot of early damage there. Zagreus gets one, gets two. Might be able to get another. Nexus Spark picks up a kill. And they have decided to run all the way back to pick up the one Spectre that there is on... Oh, Edgy struggling to pick up the Spectre. And, well, Chimichanga has a Sheriff in hand. They're gonna get squeezed here. Oh, the turret getting in the way of the kill for him. And Nexus Spark not letting it go. 3 kills to close this round out. Takes them to 6.
You're going to scatter from my stuff. Super easy to pick off.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Sam. It's a... Honestly, it's a driver issue with my interface. It's just... Every person who uses this interface seems to have the same problem. My mic works perfectly going through the same interface, but only the screen share audio will go off. The desktop audio goes off, which is... Yeah. I have no answers for it. Neither does the company which makes this interface. They have no answer for this either. Early ult from Zagreus towards A. They have sold this fake pretty well. They've baited out that Sova ult, which is pretty interesting. Checks left. Now they should know. Ooh, takes a lot of damage coming out of there. Has to fall back, Elik, but has done a lot of good work there. Ustad has a flank up on tubes. Are they gonna commit to B? Because we're gonna run into the same problem again. Gets a flank kill. Ustad has done so well in this game. Puts a turret down in kitchen for him. Steam. And now, after getting that one pick, a man advantage, they're gonna go mid? Are they thinking mid? A little bit indecision there from Recognize. They're choosing to walk up on
30
A.
seconds left.
Zagreus hasn't moved an inch. Neither has Swegak. Looking at kitchen, worried about it. Rightly so. Well, this is a moment for Zagreus. He's gonna get ulted and he's gonna die, unfortunately.
Seconds left.
And the reverse ult coming around. It's gonna push everyone back from rafters. 2v4, they have to go for this. The Molly gets in the way and, well, running back around, has no opportunity to save himself. heard the ropes, but they're everywhere. They literally are everywhere. 12-6, 3 kills for Devil May Cry yet again in that round. Was 21-11. Again, a 20 kill game for him. 17 for Ustad. Fantastic work from him as well. 13 for Edgy, 12 for Chimichanga, 11 for Razor. Everyone's been bragging out in that team. It's been an incredible series for Recognize till now. 12-6, they are on match point here. Not just map point. And if they get this round, this will take them one step closer. Well, Nexus Spark tries to go early, has put down so much damage on Edgy. Nades coming out from both sides. Edgy lives to tell the tale. Grace has picked up a kill, but Devil May Cry is hitting everything on the head. What a shot! Wow. That was insane. Zagreus will get that kill though. I like the minima operator, if I may say so myself. It's a 4v3. Good opportunity for them to take this back, but the lockdown is allowing them to get inside and get the plant down. Well, not like this. Swagger gets one. Chimichanga gets him back. Eji gets Zagreus.
I have the spike.
Tiniest amount of health left on him. He's gone for it. He has the op. Holding that angle close.
30 seconds left.
This has to be Alex round. Gets that first kill. Ooh, little bit of panic spray there. Flash is behind him, but the bullets are on him and X goes for the defuse. 12-7.
Toxin screen down. Look them in the eyes when you kill them.
This is looking... I mean, they don't have a great economy right now. They might have to go for another save. They've got 2 hero guns. 1 hero gun, it seems. And, Devil May Cry is feeling himself, but maybe they should just go for a save and go for a, commit to a win the next round. Immediately, Zagreus gets that first kill. Switch to an op. He's actually fragged out heavily the last round as well. It's a massive advantage picked up by him. Re-peeking that might be dangerous. He knows.
Healing area.
Oh, the recon is off. He knows that Edgy has pushed up on tubes. So he's wary of that. He's staring below tubes, however. While Ustad has just walked up in A. Planting it down. Huh, he's committing to this. They managed to get the plant down. Puts the alarm board out. Puts the molly out. He set himself up perfectly, but gets taken out by Swagak.
Enemy remaining.
Well, the defuse is just gonna go down comfortably now. Edgy is just gonna try and chase out a couple of kills. Defenders get that round. He gets Nexus Spark. He might be able to get another. Oh, they don't get each other. And yeah, well, Edgy manages to save a gun in spite of all of that. 12-8. So saving that gun actually is... It might be very crucial. If Zagreus had landed that shot, they would have had one gun shot here, maybe. And that could have been interesting. Because a couple of them don't really have money at all. So Chimichanga would not have been able to buy. At least one of them wouldn't have been able to. Right, so we see a kind of a default sort of a play from both these teams. Well, Zagreus still on the op. It's looking deep onto belts. They have decided to put pressure more on A, not challenging belts as much. Zagreus just switches around. The timing favors the attackers. He's gonna get pressured a lot. There are 3 people gonna peek him from close and pipes.
Right here.
Oh, he misses his shot. No, and that could be a costly miss. He's gonna get taken out by Edgy. Eric does try to make up for it, gets Devil May Cry 4v4. They are committing quickly for this. Swagak is gonna go for that kill, gets one. But Chimichanga has thrown out his, well, ult, playing outside it. He sees the foot. He doesn't see the foot. He doesn't see the foot. He doesn't get spotted either. And, well, he should be spotted now. Gets one. Should be taken out by Chimichanga. And, well, that's
Attackers win.
all she wrote. 13-8. They take map 2 and they take the series with that. Supes could have made this interesting maybe with a couple more rounds, but it was such a far journey back. They managed to get 6 rounds in the second half, but 10-2 in the first half on this map. It was just too much to get back from. Devil May Cry once again top fragging on the table. 22 kills, 21 in the previous map on Ascent. My MVP of this game probably has to be Ustad. Absolutely incredible on defense. Got 5 first bloods, and that tells you he was put under a lot of pressure on B every round, but he managed to hold his ground and just never let them plant. He just never let them plant. Look at the number of plants that that Supes actually managed to get. They got 5 plants out of 12 rounds, and that tells you exactly how difficult it was to actually for them on attack. And kudos to Team Recognize, who go on to the grand finals. And Supes have another opportunity. They're going to meet the winners of 5 Claws versus Cryptics today. They are playing an elimination game on the lower brackets on the other stream, if that is still going to go on. So you guys can go and catch that. Thank you for hanging around. And I'll see you tomorrow with another game from this fantastic tournament, AMD X OR Hyderabad Valorant Cup at Gamers Guild. I'm the Smiling Cow, and good night.